In this video, we will introduce the last major concept needed to understand teach sequences, the concept of the home position. We already know that positions are locations your model moves to. The home position is the location that serves as the reference point of your model. If the stepper controller program is not running, start it by double-clicking on its icon. Once you get to the main window, load the trolley labels teach sequence file we created some time ago. To do this, click on File and then click on Open Teach Sequence. Search for the trolley labels file, select it, and then click on the Open button. The computer will transfer a small amount of data to the stepper board, and then you should see on the motor 0 panel all the customizations we did before. We set the home position by having each one of the motors we use in our model move towards its limit switch. Our model has only one motor, so we will only have to worry about the car. The car has two limit switches, so we can have the motor move in either direction. We will locate the home position for the car next to the motor. So in order to set the home position, we will have the car move left. To do this, we click on the Set Home Position button on the Teach toolbar, and the Define Home Position window will be shown. Since we want to set the home position when the car moves left, we select Left from the drop-down list and we click on Accept. As soon as we click on the Accept button, the program informs us that the model is moving to its home position. The car will move a couple of steps in the opposite direction of its home position, in our case to the right, and then it will move to the left until it closes the limit switch. Once the car closes the limit switch, the Define Home Position window closes. If you want to define the home position for a model with multiple motors, each motor must have at least one limit switch, and for each one of the motors, the appropriate direction must be set in the Define Home Position window. Notice that the background of the teach sequence panel is white. This means that the program is ready to start learning. We will now place our three markers, A, B, and C, and we will teach the controller a three-step sequence. Move the car to A and add this position as the first step. Move the trolley to B and add the second step of the sequence. Finally, move the car to C and add the last step. We don't want to lose the work we have done so far, so we will save it in the computer's hard drive. Click on the Save Teach Sequences button. The program will open a Save As dialog window and will give you the opportunity to enter the name for the teach sequence. Type in ABC sequence as the file name and click on the Save button. The stepper board will transfer the data to the PC and the program will store the data on the hard drive. After the data has been saved, close the stepper controller program. Let's review what we have done so far. First, we open the teach sequence that has the custom labels for the car motor control panel. We then define the home position for the trolley, and we entered a three-step sequence. The last thing we did was to save all this work to the hard drive under the name ABC sequence. What we did so far is what you should do in order to prepare a teach sequence. First, customize the stepper motor labels by clicking on Tools and then on Customize. Next, set the limit switches by going to the Limit Switches tab. You must then define the home position by clicking on the Set Home Position button on the Teach toolbar. At this point, you can teach the stepper controller the sequence you want your model to perform. And as a last step, you may save your work on the computer's hard drive. We will execute now the teach sequence we saved on the computer's hard drive. Run the stepper controller by double-clicking on its icon. Click on the Open Teach Sequence button. The Open dialog window will be displayed. Look for the ABC sequence file. Select it and then click on the Open button. The PC will transfer the teach sequence to the board. The stepper controller will then display the message indicating that it's moving the model to its home position. The car will first move a couple of steps to the right, and then it will travel to the left until it reaches the limit switch. The moment the car reaches the home position, the software will close the Moving to Home Position window, and the board will move the car to the first step in the sequence, position A in our case. Click on the Run button on the Teach toolbar to execute the teach sequence. When done, click on the Stop button. There may be some cases where you will want to force your model to go to the home position. To do this, click on the Set Home Position icon, and once the defined home position window opens, click on Accept. The model will then move to the home position and it will remain there. Review this video in the printed support material, and when done, proceed to the next video.